And picking right up where we left off on part 2, part 3 of my Atari manuals, I really am surprised that it's taken this long to flip through them, especially as quickly as I'm flipping through them. But I guess I got a few more than I realized. And there's some screenshots of the game for you. And an example of the scoreboard and how scoring works. And there's really not much more to be said, is there? Blackjack. This one can't have a whole lot of detail to it either, but it's cool to see the artwork they put on the instruction manual cover. How to play blackjack. Yeah, I think most of us at this point know. Oh, that's kind of cool. Gives you a shot of the game console and how to throw the switches. And a screenshot of a table and how it's played. Then, casino. Yeah, there's some nice artwork like that. And we've got a number of different games, I believe, on this one. And look at this. We're back to how to play blackjack again. And how to play blackjack. Okay, stud poker. Looks like they just took blackjack and added a couple more card games to it. Called it casino. Actually, okay. We had poker and poker solitaire. So there was a couple extra games added to that one. Canyon Bomber. Yeah, nice. Here we've got the screenshot. Always bringing back memories. I definitely played this one quite a bit. I liked this one. This was a good game. Not much to see in that book either. Street Racer. But really the point of these videos, as I've said and repeating myself, is just to show off the artwork. Not so much to actually give you the instruction manual to read and play through. I'm sure most of the Atari games were very easy to just plug it in and start playing. The manuals were completely pointless for some of them, but you got some tips, you got some suggestions of how to score better, how to do better, and a lot of times they give you, there's game 24, so there's a number of games. Oh, went up to 27 games actually. Rundown of each one and what the differences are between them, which is nice to know, because if you don't have the manual, a lot of the times you were just trying to figure out, well, what's different about this one from the last one that I was playing. That's a pretty weird screenshot. And look, this one used the keyboard controller. Ooh, yeah, very special. And oh, we got some really nice looking sprites here that they had in this game. Wild card. Oh, here we'll show you the back of that one just because there's something to see. Then combat. I've got three of these. That was a real common one. But, I definitely remember playing a lot of this game as well. Here's some nice screenshots. Talking about the tank games, and tank pong in particular, I do remember quite well. Yeah, invisible tank. Biplane games. And jet fighter games. Cool. Yeah, they threw me on that one. They're all usually lengthwise, so I assumed it was going to happen again. Alright, well that's it for those Ataris. Now we've got a ColecoVision one that I missed apparently when I did my ColecoVision instructions. No, I didn't miss them. That was for ColecoVision. This is the first time I've done Atari. So this is the Atari port for Donkey Kong, but it really looks very similar, other than that, obviously. That shot's clearly different. But the instruction manual looks quite similar to the instruction manual that came with the ColecoVision. The graphics are, of course, much more crude because it was on the Atari. ColecoVision was a big upgrade in the graphics. And then we've got the ColecoVision Atari Cart Mousetrap, which I wasn't a big fan of, but I know someone who was. And I think, again, the artwork's very similar, other than them showing you an Atari system instead of a ColecoVision system there. And we've got a nice little screenshot of the gameplay. And US Games, MAD, Mutually Assured Destruction. Screenshot, a couple different variations. I think that one was a lot like Missile Command, if I remember right. And then Frogger. I've got a couple of Frogger books here. I believe they're both the same book, but at least we'll get to see a couple screenshots. What Frogger looked like. And I mean, almost, if you've seen one screenshot, you've seen them all. Vehicles change, and but the gameplay is pretty much the same from one level to the next. Get across the street, get across the river, park your butt in a slot. Alright, so then I've got quite a few of these video game computer system Atari manuals, but you will notice this one's a Rev 2, that one's a Rev 2, and this one must have been the original one. It's got no revision on it. Shows you a nice colorful shot of the system, the old adapter you used to have to hook up to the TV to hook the system up, how to insert a cartridge. Yeah, the slot goes forward. I think you could figure that one out without having someone give you instructions. But yeah, the actual original Atari owner's manual. That's pretty cool. And then we've got a Parker Brothers catalog here. I think we already did this on the ColecoVision. I think it's pretty much the same catalog because it lists the different systems that the games were on. But real quick, we'll just do the screenshots. Super Cobra and Frogger. If you want to see a little more detail, go back to my ColecoVision episode where I'm going through my ColecoVision manuals, and you'll get some more detail on this catalog. Now I'm just going to kind of fly through it here. That's what the backwards 5-second button's for, if you want to see something a little better than what I'm showing it. And we got a instruction manual for a joystick, Wilco command control. You just purchased the finest joystick money can buy. An Electronic Games magazine. Looks like somebody's trying to call me. I'm sorry if it's the camera's picking up the phone, but I'm not going to quit filming just for the sake of answering the phone. But we are pretty much done here. Got one more to go, and that's James Bond. And we're wrapping it up. There you go. Parker Brothers catalog. Like I said, the ColecoVision one has a little better. But what started it all for me was this right here. Atari with 25 games, $20 for all. That's when I picked up an Atari and got nostalgic, and no regrets. So, game on, my friends.